Hello YouTube family, welcome back to another episode of Pips and Points. I'm your host Jono, and I want to say a big thank you and a big shout out to all my Piptonites. Those are my subscribers. I appreciate you all. Thank you for subscribing, and I want to thank all the new guys that are coming over. Become a Piptonite, hit the subscribe button so you can enjoy videos I upload daily. Okay, so most days I'll be uploading videos every single day. I uploaded a video yesterday, which was the 16th, and obviously we're doing this now, which is the 17th of February, Thursday. Okay, so the last 2 days I believe I haven't really gotten into any type of trade because the conditions weren't looking right. But however, an opportunity presented itself and I was able to get into a trade. So I got into a trade roughly this afternoon, right? I'm selling the market, so just going to go into a lower time frame. I'm going to go into the hourly, because for whatever reason I'm doing more hourly. I'm looking at the hourly chart a lot more than I'm looking at the daily. Obviously I do use a daily, I mean that's important, I keep an eye on that, but this is basically what's happened. So, and I'm going to go into the other one and I'm going to place that trade in there now, right? So what basically happened is this afternoon, obviously I was watching this structure, we were watching that yesterday, and yesterday it was around this level. Okay, so let me just zoom in a little bit closer in this area. So yesterday when I was recording the video, it was around this level right here, and obviously I was saying I didn't want to touch, I didn't want to buy, I was waiting for certain things to happen, right? So it zigzagged, and then I saw it was leveling off around this trend line over here. So it was leveling off around this trend line over here, so I started to prepare myself to get ready to actually jump into a trade, because I was thinking to myself, you know what, if this structure over here, if this structure breaks, okay, then literally I'm going to be taking a sell order. So what I've done is I put in a sell about here somewhere. So I put in a sell about here. Yeah, I put in a sell. I took this sell, actually, this one right here. So this wick and down is where I took the sell right now. So right now I'm in the sell, and I have a trailing stop, because like I say, I'm not taking any more reds, right? I have a trailing stop about here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to move my trailing stop down a little bit lower. So I'm just going to jump into my phone real quick, right? And I'm just going to move that trailing stop to about here. Right, so that's in, locked in. So I moved my trailing stop to about here. I've just done that just now, and I'm not going to be moving it, so it's going to stay where it is, and hopefully we're going to get more pips out of it. Right, so what do I think is going to happen now? What do I think is going to happen now? Ooh, wait, before I even do that, let me go into this one over here, and let me put in, so which one did I take? It was this one I took, yes, it was this one I took. So I'm just going to mark this one in here. I'm gonna mark this one in here, and obviously we have a trailing stop activated, so we're cool. And our stop loss is, our take profit is about down here somewhere, so I'm gonna lock this in. Like I said, I'm keeping a track of all of these little trades that I put in, right? Because at the end, when I get to the levels that I'm trying to get to, right, I'm gonna be showing you this, my MT5, and we're just going to run this concurrently in regards to what we're seeing, and so you can see exactly what I did, how I done it, and by far this was the biggest profit that I've taken so far in this whole situation. All of these have been quite small, because just like this one, I was stopped out with a trailing stop, and the trailing stop, when used correctly, okay, it can really help you in trades. It can really help you. So it's a tool to be utilized to protect you, to make sure that obviously if you want to trade and always be in profit, you can use your trailing stop to do so. The only drawback with the trailing stop, and this is an honest one to be fair, right, the only drawback with the trailing stop is essentially what you're basically saying is you're willing to accept what the market is going to give you, supposing to what you want from the market. What you want from the market is for market to hit your TP. What I want from the market is I don't want to take any more reds. So if I don't want to take any more reds, it makes sense that I bring in a trading stop. And sometimes you see yourself make huge profits and you end up walking away with what, like 20%, 10% of that because of where you had your trading stop. So it can be annoying. It can be annoying, okay? Many people hate the trading stop for this reason. But me personally, I'm like, look, if I'm just collecting like 4 to 5 pips every other day, my account is going to grow. And especially if I'm reducing the amount of L's that I take, my account is going to grow, and it's going to grow and reach the level that I want it to reach, and it's all going to be good from that point onwards. So trading stop is in. So at the moment there is no loss in this trade that I have right now. It's a repeat of all the other ones, 0 L's. Now where do I think this particular price is going to go? Where it makes sense for this price to actually go? So let me just go into a daily so I can clean this up a bit. Alright, so these two lines over here, these two levels over here are relevant, and I'm going to keep them there. So we're just going to go back into the hourly, because literally as I was looking, I was thinking I might want to get rid of them. Let me get rid of these ones actually, because they're on the main chart. They're on the main chart, so I know that we've got that secured. Okay, actually I'll keep this one there and I'll get rid of where I've put the trading stop. So we get rid of that, and then we look at where we think this is going to go. Okay, now there's two places where this particular price can go to right now. All right, and this can happen tonight and continue tomorrow, and then Monday it could change the trajectory altogether. All right, so the first is, I think, is going to come here. Right, so the first is coming here, which is 1404. All right, the second level is 1390, and the third level is 1373. Okay, now at these levels right here, okay, I would be considering taking a buy option to take it to the upside. Why would I want to take a buy option at this particular level? Because like I said, this move over here, in my opinion, was the end of the correction. Even though it's still in a downtrend, I believe this is what ended that correction. Okay, it's just a gut feeling I have that it ended that correction. So what's going to happen now is this is going to push all the way down to this area right here, where it's possibly going to hit my TP. It's going to be the first time, whoop, whoop. Right, and then once it does that, okay, depending on what it does next, it could continue falling, right, which basically means that I was completely wrong with what I said there in regards to the correction being over, and the correction ain't over, which is fine. It happens. Okay, so if it hits this level and then it starts to bounce back up again, then that is fantastic. We can take a buy order at this level or below, okay, to ride it to the upside. And there's two things we're looking for when we're riding up to the upside. Okay, first, we want it to clear all of these previous highs, okay, with the last one being the blue at the top right here. Once it clears that, this whole situation, this structure is now invalid, and a new structure is emerging, and the structure is in our favor of an uptrend, where it's going to make its way all the way up to produce new higher highs. All right, so that's what we're waiting for at the moment. And right now we're doing what I said I wouldn't do, which is I didn't want to sell, but I looked at the market today. I'm like, listen, it's a no-brainer. I know what's going to happen. Let me just make a couple quid, you know, a couple little something, you know, might even help out with the day-to-day, you know. Well, not really help out, because I'm not actually going to take anything out until I hit my target. So literally we're just going to just let it just fall all the way down to reaches this level about here. We're going to jump off, take TP, or we're going to bring a trading stop just in case it decides to go down even further. And then on its way back up again, once we kind of have a clear indication that it does want to go back up again, then naturally we'll then take the buy positions in hope that these two trend lines will be broken. Okay, this lower high would then be broken, and then this other lower high would then be broken, and then the final lower high of this particular structure would then be broken, and then that would then give me the confirmation that I need that this is indeed an uptrend. And bottom line is, then we'll then have a new structure within the structure. So basically we'll have this trend line over here. This trend line over here would then confirm a new top up here somewhere, so either on this level or on that level, and then we'll then have what I would believe would be some kind of a rising wedge going upwards as he makes his way to create a new higher high, and we'll be watchful of the pullback down to the downside so we can make a decision as to what we're going to do there as we move forward. Right now, in certain situations the daily chart comes in handy, but because everything is kind of happening at the bottom, lower time frames is helping out a lot more. It's helping me out a lot more, to be fair, because if I just went exclusively off the day of the day chart at the moment, I think I probably would have missed an opportunity today, to be fair. I would have missed an opportunity. So let me just zoom in closer and you see what I'm talking about. Because as this wick is wicking its way all the way down, you don't really know, because like we have these highs over here. Okay, we have these highs, we have this high and then this lower high, and then now this one is now another lower high. So we got this situation going on over here right now, and we kind of need to know what it's doing, because at some point this is going to push to the upside. It is definitely going to do that, and we want to make sure that we catch it right. Okay, so with the assessment that I've done so far, I believe price is going to make his way down to 1404 or lower. Okay, and at which point, obviously, it's important that you do your homework, you do the research, you do all the cool things that you're supposed to do, so that you can navigate this space even better. Okay, and then yeah, we're going to catch it at the bottom, and then we're going to ride it up, providing it is going up, because this could continue to go down. Let's face it, I mean, the market does what it wants to do. We've had a correction. I'm saying the correction is over, but for all I know, it ain't over. I hope it's over. I really do, but for all I know, it might not be over. And if it's not over, then obviously we want to make sure that we are sensible. All right, so I think that is it for this video, to be fair. That is it for this video. You know the target areas, what to look for. You already know what's happening. Market right now is pushing down. Okay, so either you're in already. If you're not in, fair play. Wait for it to land and then see what it's going to do after. Alright, so that would be my advice. And once again, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please subscribe, become a pip tonight. Alright, so there's nothing more to say or to do. I want to say thank you for coming over and giving me your precious time. I really appreciate that. Okay, you guys have an awesome day, awesome evening, awesome morning, wherever you are around the world, and I look forward to talking more pips and more points with you tomorrow. So until then, this is Jono signing out.